Good morning, everybody. As Lieven announced perfectly, I'm a creative product designer focusing on innovative products. And today I'm going to talk with you about innovative design. And I'm going to start with a metaphor. I'm going to take you shopping. It's of course a metaphor, but it leads to something. I'm going to take you shopping physically. But before we go, we have to take a number and wait in line. And we have to wait in line quite a while, but that's okay because it's a popular store. Once we arrived at the gate, the automatic doors, they don't really open perfectly for us, so we have to squeeze ourselves in a bit. Not really a problem, but still. There is a very, very passionate promo team who invites you to enter the store. And the minute you walk in, they give you all these kinds of flyers for promotions, to promote all the products there, so you really don't have to miss anything. They even give you so much flyers that it's hard to choose which one you actually want to read. Once you pass there, you see all the amazing products in the store, and there are rows full of products. Everything is there. It's almost like a content overload. And there's nobody there to help you. There's nobody there pointing you out where to start. But that's okay because they give you a magical device. They give you a scanner. They give you something to help you find the product you need. And what's even better, to scan it and add it to your shopping cart. I think we've all tried it, self-scanning. And it's always the same thing. It works for all the other people, but when I try to do it, computer says no. 1, 2, 3 times, the 4th time, it works. So we're walking around in the store, collecting the products. And from the moment we decide to buy these products, we go to the end of the store, and there's a gentleman saying, "Stop right there." Because before we can pay, the store wants to know all about us. Everything there is to know about us, weight, gender, age. They want to know everything because, when we return, they want to serve us better. But the question is, would you? Would you return to the shop where they have all these amazing products for you and where they do their best to serve you on a longer term? I think the answer is no. You can disagree with me and then we'll have a nice chat later on, but I think the answer is no. While at the same time, in the digital world, when we try to do the same kind of transactions, we notice the same thing. We've all been to websites that took ages to load. For instance, Colruyt, who are maybe here today, who put amazing effort in designing the physical store to our needs and to optimize the shopping experience to a detailed level that's incredible. But when you just browse Colruyt.be, and this is a screenshot that I took 2 days ago, the doors don't really open. Humo. Humo is a Belgian magazine, and if you go to humo.be, for instance, to buy a subscription, just saying, you get all these commercials about winning something for free, and it's like 1, 2, 3 times in there. The entire site is designed for the promotion of something that I'm not really interested in. Adidas, quite a famous global player, has put a lot of effort in designing amazing experience websites where they promote the products and they use pop-ups. But if you blocked pop-ups, like a lot of us do, they give you a message and they say, "It appears your pop-up blocker is enabled." But you can just click enter site. But if you watch closely, there's just a close button. So you can't even enter the site. There's nowhere to begin. Yahoo, for instance, wants to know everything about us before we can do anything. And you can see on the screen, it's our name, our last name, our gender, where we live, our phone number, everything, before we can start. And I think the point I'm trying to make is that when we, as creatives, are looking at product design, or at innovation in general, we notice that there's only a few brands and people who seem to understand that this type of behavior, this type of digital behavior, is being seen too by the user, is being experienced too. So this means, just like a person, if you act like an asshole, people will see you like an asshole. So this brings me to design. Design is more than just putting a visual layer on top of a very innovative prototype, for instance. We work with a lot of innovation departments, and we help them not only to understand, but also to work on innovation or to stimulate innovation by making a triangle, by trying to work together with business people, with technical people, and with design people from the beginning. We think that's really important. Because, for instance, a few years ago, when the first television applications were launched in Belgium, they provided the television stream on an iPad and an iPhone, which was amazing. And it showed us that it was possible. They can. But after a few years, there are other players, other competitors. And then you have to differentiate. And implementing design from the beginning is a way to differentiate on a longer term. So the question I'd like to ask is, if anybody here is working on a new product, it can be a website, a mobile application, even a television application, try to look at your product as if it was a person. Hold it in your hands and ask, hey man, are you an asshole? And I sincerely hope the answer is no. Thank you.